Good afternoon, I am Precious Mzea Sakaleji. Welcome to Camnet TV Media News. The headlines. BOWMAN LUSAMBO in court for concealing property worth 1 million kwacha. UPND justifies a statement on backtracking the social contract with youths. Join me with the details after this commercial.
Team, the trajectory of the business looks very positive, and it looks like we'll be able to launch the...
She has so much data.
Mom?
Yes, baby?
It says here, global warming and climate change is caused by the pollution from careless activities of human beings.
Wow!
Son, do you know I can turn my phone into a TV remote?
How's that possible?
It's so easy. Check this out.
Be smart, be fast with mega data from Zamtel. Get your 15 GB mobile data for only 100 kwacha, 30 GB mobile data for only 200 kwacha, and your 70 GB LTE data bundle with free Netflix, YouTube, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Visit our Facebook page, website, or service centers countrywide for more information. Zamtel, your digital lifestyle partner.
And now the media news in detail. Director spokesperson in the Ministry of Information and Media, KWACHA, has expressed disappointment at the revelations that inmates in Mazabuka district of Southern Province are being made to take a walk of shame when appearing before the courts due to lack of transportation. Speaking when he paid a courtesy call on Mazabuka District Commissioner Oliver Mulomba, Mr. Kawana says such acts demean human dignity and should not be entertained. And Mazabuka District Commissioner says almost all ministries and line departments in the districts do not have transport, making it difficult for them to operate efficiently. Tuesday, a named TV station aired a story which showed inmates walking while handcuffed.
This may seem like a group of lads from playing community soccer. Alas, these are suspects from Mazabuka Correctional Facility walking from the court to the detention facility. According to the law, one is innocent until proven guilty by the courts, but the walk of shame the suspects undertake can equally be compared to a sentence as it undermines their dignity. All this is due to unavailability of transport to ferry the suspects to and from court. According to Mazabuka District Commissioner Oliver Mulomba, the district has transport issues which results in the authority making them walk to the court. Mr. Mulomba was speaking when Director Spokesperson in the Ministry of Information and Media, KWACHA, paid a courtesy call on him on Wednesday. Mr. Mulomba says transport challenges in all line departments in the district are historical, calling on the powers that be to look into their plight.
In ministries, departments, we don't have transport. It has been a challenge. More so as you saw for yourself, Mr. Director, last night on that footage. For sure, at times like yesterday, our suspects, sometimes they don't attend court sessions due to the same. Sometimes it is raining. Sometimes, of course, there is no transport. How do you take suspects to cover 2 kilometers to the court premises? That delayed justice is justice denied. And we can't subject our people to be in custody for so long without their cases being heard. That's what has been compelling our officers to move suspects from correctional facility where they are being kept to the court for fear of trampling on their human rights,
In response to this, Mr. Kawana knows with disappointment that the previous administration went all out to buy war vehicles at the expense of safeguarding the plight of vulnerable citizens, a situation he describes as heartbreaking.
Allow our inmates and suspects to be taken to court in such a fashion and made to take a walk of shame in public with handcuffs, that we must avoid that. The crisis that you have inherited in your district, and this is stemming from lack of priorities for our colleagues who were in the previous administration. I'm sure you saw that they prioritized, instead of buying our police and correction services vehicles to use, they prioritized to militarize the police. And they bought these armored vehicles, big vehicles in huge numbers with a lot of machine guns and bullets. And we didn't know, we can't know whether they plan to go to war with the citizens, but it is inconceivable to imagine that a government could prioritize buying armored vehicles for the police and all those bullets and all those tear gases and all those military wear to get ready to brutalize their citizens. When you look at them, uchitanga utamba film ya Rambo, kuti mfuti zotetezera vanhu, tomotetezera vanhu. You are a government, you're supposed to look after the people. So that has created a problem because just one of those vehicles is enough to buy 10 Land Cruisers.
In the end, a sigh of relief was seen at the district commissioner's face after assurances from the government official that line ministries will soon sort out the issue of transport.
Bring a message of assurance to you that I also had a word with Transport and Logistics Permanent Secretary Lusaka, who also assured that he's about to finish with the paperwork to procure vehicles as government for all district commissioners in Zambia. So I know that very soon you will receive your vehicle. I also bring a message from the Minister of Home Affairs and both permanent secretaries at Home Affairs that they are looking into the matter of transport for the police and the correctional services. The Minister and the PS Akafumba just finished doing the Southern Province tour and they are aware of what is happening at Mazabuka, and I bring a message from the Minister that Mazabuka will soon and very soon receive vehicles both for the police and the prison facilities.
The treatment of prisoners in Mazabuka district contradicts the United Nations Nelson Mandela rules that are based on obligation to treat all prisoners with respect for their inherent dignity and value as human beings and to prohibit torture and other forms of ill treatment. Sharon Kalimbola, Camnet News.
Expelled Kabushi constituency member of parliament BOWMAN LUSAMBO has appeared before the Lusaka Magistrate Court on allegations that he concealed 3 properties worth more than 1 million kwacha in the name of his wife Nancy Natasha Manasseh. Mr. LUSAMBO has been slapped with 5 counts of corruption, acquisition of public property and possession of property suspected to be proceeds of crime. It is alleged that between 1st May 2015 and 31st December 2021 in Ndola, Mr. LUSAMBO unlawfully acquired property number L39876M in the name of Frontier Management Services Limited.
Barely a month after being arrested by the Anti-Corruption Commission on corruption allegation charges, former Lusaka Province Minister BOWMAN LUSAMBO Wednesday morning made his first court appearance before the Lusaka's Magistrate Court to answer to the said allegation. Mr. LUSAMBO, who is the Kabushi Member of Parliament, has been slapped with 5 counts of corrupt acquisition of public property and possession of property suspected to be proceeds of crime, contrary to Section 34(1), has read with Section 41 of the Anti-Corruption Act No. 3 of 2012 and Section 71 of the Forfeiture of Proceeds of Crime Act No. 19 of 2010. Mr. LUSAMBO appeared this morning before Lusaka Magistrate Friday Samaundu, however failed to take his plea as the charges he is facing before court needs consent from the Director of Public Prosecution before the matter can be prosecuted. Allegations before court indicate that Mr. LUSAMBO between 1st May 2015 and the 31st of December 2021 in Ndola unlawfully acquired a property in the name of Frontier Management Service Limited. The property was later transferred to Ginisha Soni at a consideration of 880,000 for his own benefit. Further, that on the 1st January 2017 and the 31st of December 2018 in Masaiti district, he unlawfully acquired a certificate of title in respect to a property in his name. By acquiring the property in his name, the lawmaker allegedly obtained an exemption from paying the sum of 250,000 for the premium plot, which was later conveyed to Banchin Kwazi at a consideration of $150,000, an act prejudicial to the rights and interests of Masaiti Council. Further allegations before court are that Mr. Lusambo between September 1st and October 31st, 2021, while in Chongwe concealed property number HN 248 situated at Silverest Garden, valued at $60,000 United States dollars. The property, which is reasonably suspected to be proceeds of crime, is in the name of Nasi Natasha Manasseh, his wife. The matter comes up on the 9th of March for mention and possible plea. Miriam Kemba, reporting for Camnet TV News.
A resident of Kanyama constituency in Lusaka province has called on the local authority to work on the sewer burst in the area, which is putting the lives of the residents at risk of contracting waterborne diseases. A resident, Sherry Musukuma, has told Camnet News in an interview that the burst possesses a health hazard and needs urgent intervention. Meanwhile, efforts to get a comment from both the area Member of Parliament and Lusaka Water and Sanitation Utility Company proved futile by broadcast time as their phones went unanswered.
Kanyama constituency is one of the largest communities in Lusaka. It is located on the west side of the city center. The area faces several challenges such as flooding, poor sanitation of homes and pit latrines, and waterborne diseases. People of Kanyama feel their water sources are not protected and are vulnerable to germs and diseases. A check by Camnet TV found one specific area experiencing a sewer burst that the resident feels poses as a health hazard.
Pangala stage, many zepo ba MP. Manje after ba panga ba dili ba bishi kamanje china dili kama. So manje doti yonse ingena mukati na manzi yonse yachoka. Manje honani manje so green so na kolera muno.
She has called on the government to deal with the current situation.
Vota kuno vamatava vaendonkala kumaati. So kansela wakuno osatava ungaile kwa Kanyama osachinji.
Akazona na mistakes.
Okazirangana malodia ya kwano. Ndeba metu pempa ko chabi.
Zambia's new water supply and sanitation policy was launched July 2020, aimed at implementing strategies for development, maintenance, and rehabilitation of appropriate technology. Blessings Shakwila, Camnet News, Lusaka.
The United Party for National Development Secretary General Batuke Imenda has disputed accusations leveled against him in a daily tabloid, stating that the party did not sign any contract that they will employ anyone after forming government. Mr. Imenda, who addressed the media Wednesday morning, said the accusations are not only misleading and alarming, but malicious and misguided. The UPND Secretary General has clarified that he made reference to the fact that his party did not sign any contract with any individuals, promising him or her that they will be given jobs once his party forms government.
The Zambian citizens Wednesday woke up to a shock after a story was carried out in a daily tabloid accusing the United Party for National Development UPND Secretary General Batuke Imenda of having stated that his party did not sign a contract that they will employ anyone after forming government. The assertions have brought a lot of outcry on social media from the Zambian people, especially the youths, who the Republican President Hakainde Hichilema, while in opposition, signed a contract assuring them that his government will provide employment and opportunities once they are sent into power. Mr. Imenda has told the press Wednesday that the assertions labeled against him are not true, but that it meant his party did not sign a contract with any individual, assuring them that they will be given specific jobs once the party forms government.
I've never heard anywhere in the world where the people that are seeking votes from the workers, from the voters, come and sign a contract with the voters, because voters are in millions. The voters are in millions. So for one to come to a point of signing a contract with a million people and assure them that all of them will be given jobs, that will be unrealistic.
The UPND Secretary General further adds that contrary to the assertions, he had spelled out how the UPND-led government was lining up programs that would enable youths to create wealth for themselves, maintaining that it does not regret categorically pointing out that government cannot employ everyone.
A vague question. So you did not sign a contract with the youth? Then I said, when you campaign, it comes out of a realization that there is something wrong that you are seeing in the country. The PF had mismanaged this country. The motivations of Zambians were, I believed, came from a point of view that they wanted to correct what was wrong.
With the UPND government having been in power for 5 months now, the youths and the Zambian people are still waiting to see what they were promised come to pass. Prudence Jota, reporting for Camnet TV News.
BOWMAN LUSAMBO in court for concealing property worth 1 million kwacha. UPND justifies a statement on backtracking the social contract with the youth. That was the headlines. Thank you for watching. I am Precious Mzea Sakaleji. Good afternoon.